Hi, my name is Rick Dalechek, and I'm the founder of Ageless Pursuit, and I have a real life story to tell you today. A while back, I started noticing something that a lot of people experience as they get older. My hair was thinning. Being 56, I'm very proud of what I have. So, as anyone that knows me knows, I'm very conscious about my hair. Growing up in the 70s as a young child, balding in the future was never an option for me. It was very unpopular, and most men tried to work a comb over like no one knew they were bald. It wasn't until Michael Jordan came along in the 1980s and made baldness really cool did we as a vain society accept it. So back to my hair today. At first I didn't think much about it, and I didn't feel it was urgent, but I needed to keep an eye on it. I started some shedding, some thinning. But then I also noticed something else. My fingernails were flattening and developing ridges on them. Again, nothing dramatic, but these were two signals instead of one. And now this is where the story changes. Most people at this point probably would have looked for a cosmetic solution. Probably would have gone to a hair specialist, got online and looked for a product, a procedure, and honestly, I could have done that. I could have spent thousands of dollars trying to fix my hair so that no one knew I was balding. And I was seriously considering. And when I probably would have seen some improvement, it would have been the wrong fix. So instead of asking, how do I fix my hair? I have to ask a different question. I have to ask, what's happening systematically? Because hair and nails don't exist in isolation. They're part of the body's regeneration system. That's when multiple systems, multiple tissues start changing at the same time. The body's usually trying to tell you something. So I had to take a step back and I had to order a comprehensive blood work. Not looking for an answer, but looking for patterns. During the blood work, one number stood out immediately. Ferritin. Iron. Ferritin reflects your stored iron in your reserve tanks, not just what's circulating today, but what's available to draw on if you need repairs, regeneration, and recovery. Because I belong to Function Health and I have blood draws twice a year, I was able to see a history of ferritin ranges. In April 2023, my ferritin level was 74. Perfect. With a slow decline since then, it dropped back to 26 in December of 2025. That explained a lot. When ferritin drops, the body goes into conservation mode. It no longer thinks about hair, but it prioritizes survival over optimization. Hair growth slows, nails change, energy recovery and resilience all quietly decline. So this wasn't a hair problem, it was a systems problem. And this is where I see a lot of people get stuck. If I had gone to a hair specialist, they would have treated my hair, they would have taken my money. And again, it might have worked temporarily, or if I got a graft, it might have worked permanently. But my ferritin would have still been low. Internal issues still would have been there. The body would still be operating in a deficit. And that's the danger of treating symptoms without understanding the body, the system as a whole. This experience reinforced why I started Ageless Pursuit. Wellness isn't about chasing what's loud or visual, loss of hair, fingernails. It's about learning how to zoom out, connect the dots, and listen to what the body's actually asking for. Once I understood the real issue, the goal completely changed. It was no longer about cosmetics. It was about rebuilding my internal iron reserves and supporting the body from the inside out. That meant a thoughtful, structured approach, not some random supplements, not quick fixes, and not trends like you see on social media. Just by supporting the absorption, replenishing what you were missing, and giving your body the time to repair itself. And there's an interesting part. When you fix the system, the symptoms take care of themselves. My hair is improving, my nails are improving, my energy stabilizes, which I was a little bit down on that, and recovery improves. Not because you chase, again, the system, but because you respect the process. This is the philosophy behind Ageless Pursuit. We're not here to sell perfection, we're here to help people, especially in the second half of life, after 40, when things change constantly, understanding how their body works. Recognizing patterns early, making informed, sustainable decisions about their health helps you on your wellness journey. If you're chasing symptoms, it might be time to zoom out, because when you heal the system, the surface takes care of itself. So check out www.agelesspursuit.com underneath the blog section and see what supplements I took to address the ferritin issue. Stay persistent and consistent to meet your wellness goals.